Hi, my name's James McGrail. I'm the town administrator in Marion. Wanted to shoot a little video to let you know what to expect when you show up to town meeting on Monday night. This is Lissa McGorian. She's our town clerk. She's going to join me, help us see the registration process. Our goal here is to help you feel a little bit more comfortable coming to town meeting. I can tell you this is one of the most unique town meetings you'll ever come to and that I've ever been involved in. There's a lot of different things that we're going to show you, and I think it will make you feel more comfortable when you come on Monday. First off, let's start with COVID, where we're at as a town. So I can happily say right now that we have 0 active cases in town and 0 people in quarantine. That's one of the main reasons why we feel comfortable moving forward with town meeting Monday night. Given where we were a few months ago, we've made leaps and bounds. So we're really happy with the way that the town's responded to the social distancing requirements and mask wearing. I do have my mask here. We're trying to stay 6 feet apart as best as we can. When you come on Monday night, you will be required to wear your mask. If you don't have one, we will provide them for you. Alyssa will go through that when we go inside. But I thought for the video, it would be hard to hear what I'm saying and see what we're showing you if I had the mask on. So mask will be required Monday. We'll have some here if you need them. So when you first get here, check-in will look a little different. I'm going to let Lissa go through that with you.
Hi. As you'll notice, we have the doors marked, and it will be by street name, A through L, M through Z. So when you first come to line up, first of all, the doors will only be open in the back of the school, and we have red tape on the sidewalks for social distancing every 6 feet, and it is clearly marked which side you need to be on. And then if you'll follow me, we'll go inside and we'll do check-in.
And that's by your street address, Lissa, right?
Yes.
Not your last name. Street
Yes,
address.
street address, and same holds for the election. Once our town population group has a certain number, we had to switch to street order. Okay?
All right, great. Thank you, Lissa. So you can see the red dashes are all the way inside the building. So you get to the check-in area. We have lots of hand sanitizer and warrants available.
So people will come up, A through L, M through Z, to the tables. They will stand at the dots on the floor. We will have a check-in person at each table. The check-in person will be wearing both a mask and a shield, which is why we do not have sneeze guards up. As people check in, they'll be handed a yellow voting card, so it makes it easier to count when we have hand votes. And if necessary, we do have extra masks and gloves. They'll be in little goodie bags. In addition to that, people may take a town report. And once they have checked in, they will be directed to one of the 3 main rooms. We'll have couples in the gymnasium, we'll have singles in the cafeteria, and we have overflow rooms available for that. The auditorium will contain the press, boards and committee heads and members, and of course the town manager and the assistant town manager, town clerk, moderator, etc. There will be a teller and a moderator in each of the additional rooms. Jake can explain more how that's going to work.
Yeah, why don't we walk into the auditorium and I'll show you how the interaction will play out. So once Lissa and her team sends you to your room, you'll be able to follow the directional arrows on the floor to either go to the auditorium, the gymnasium, or the cafeteria. If you're heading to the auditorium, you'll head this way. So here's the auditorium. Like Lissa mentioned, the finance committee, some of our other committees, people that are presenting articles will be in here, along with the moderator, the board of selectmen, and myself, along with town council. But this is typical for what the other rooms look like as well. We have 6-foot spacing. We marked the floor so that we know you can't move the chairs and pull them closer to your buddy. And we'll kind of go through how you participate in town meeting. Obviously, this is a critical part of town government. This is where your voice is heard. We don't want to silence that. So we want to make sure in all of this that you're able to participate and ask questions. So when an article comes up that you want to speak on or you have a question about, there's a microphone in each room. There's tape on the floor that kind of shows you the 6-foot spacing. You'll head up to the mic. The moderator will acknowledge you. Then you'll ask your question. At that point, your video and audio feed will be projected onto a screen in each of the locations. The moderator and myself and the Board of Selectmen will be able to address your question and answer it for you, and then the next person behind you will get in line and do the same. Between questions, the mics will be sanitized every time. So we have a staff member that's going to be sanitizing mics between participants, and then we'll move on from there. So honestly, although it's a little different, it's the same presentation of town meeting. Your voice will still be heard, and you will be able to participate in a safe manner. So, thank you. So we'll go take a look at one of the other rooms. We'll look at the gym and the cafeteria so that you know what to expect when you get to those locations. Also, if you're a non-resident participating, you've already probably reached out to us to get approval. Behind us in the auditorium here, we have the non-resident seating. We have stanchions set up to clearly define those areas, along with the press. So why don't we head to the gymnasium? So if you get assigned to head to the gymnasium, if you come here with your husband, wife, significant other, child, anybody that's living in your home, you'll be sent to the gymnasium. After the check-in, you'll follow the blue line to the gym. You can see for the people in the gymnasium, we have set up for the single-use restrooms, dashes for waiting areas, and a stanchion set up so that you'll wait in line there. So that's a bathroom that you'll be able to utilize specifically for the gym. Each one of the locations has both an emergency exit and its own bathroom, single-use bathroom. So here's date night. Date night at Barrington Town Meeting. We got a couple seating set up for everybody. We have 2 screens, 2 mics to be able to participate. Definitely something different than you've ever had at town meeting before, but this is date night in Marion on Monday. So please come join us. So I'll take you to the last room and show you the cafeteria, and then we'll go over last few guidelines, and that'll be the end of the video. Thank you. So here's our last location. We have the cafeteria here. As you can tell, we're set up for singles here in the cafeteria. We have the screen set up and the mic set up for participation. We have an emergency exit and its own bathroom. We also have 2 additional overflow seating areas. So if we do exceed our expected number on Monday night, no one will be counted out. Anyone that shows up will be able to participate. We have a backup plan. So this is how we're going to handle town meeting on Monday. Given the time of Corona and where we're at, we really feel safe doing this. We feel like we've followed all the safety precautions. We've discussed it with the Board of Health. We've put together a safety plan. We've followed the state guidelines and recommendations. We're really ready to go on Monday night. We have 50 articles. We need to move efficiently as a town to do the business of the community so that we can be ready for next fiscal year, starting July 1st. I really want to thank ORCTV, our facilities staff, Lissa, our Board of Health, our health agent, our town nurse, and everyone that's really helped us get ready for this town meeting. It's the most complicated thing I've pulled off probably in my life, but I can tell you that I feel like we're ready to go, and it's going to be a safe environment, and we can do the business of the town. So thank you very much, and see you Monday night.